Make another angel for fun. Why not? Let's smash home. Good game. Let's try again. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to check out Hello Good Game. If this is your first time tuning in, make sure to subscribe to the channel for your chance to win up to 500,000 gems. Be sure to tell your friends too, because I'm sure they're going to appreciate that. And maybe they'll even share some of their winnings with you. Today though, we're going to play Historic Brawl, focused around Kaalia, Zenith Seeker. You're going to have to pardon my pronunciation, just like every day. But please do correct me in the comments, because I'd love to kind of get this nailed in and correct myself when I can. Yeah, Kaalia, Zenith Seeker, Flying Vigilance, 3/3 for 3. So the base stats on this are really, really good. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal an angel card, a demon card, and or a dragon card from among them. Put them into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. So this is basically a 3/3 Flying Vigilance, and you get to draw 3 cards potentially. Wow, talk about base stats. That's incredible. Moving on to our 1-drops. Which we have none of, actually. I guess we'll have to move on to our 2-drops. We have Bishop of Wings. Whenever an angel enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 4 life. When an angel you control dies, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. Glass Casket. When it enters the battlefield, exile target creature an opponent controls with converted mana cost 3 or less until it leaves the battlefield. Epic Downfall. Exile target creature with converted mana cost 3 or less, which is actually strictly better because it's exiling it immediately forever, not just until it leaves the battlefield. So if Teferi were to bounce this or something, or it would be destroyed, you would get his creature back, whereas Epic Downfall, it's gone forever. Despark, exile target permanent with converted mana cost 4 or greater. This is really good for dealing with those big planeswalkers, right? Final Payment, as an additional cost to cast the spell, pay 5 life, or sacrifice a creature or enchantment, destroy target creature. Arcane Signet, this is a mana ramp, add 1 mana of any color. Mana Stone, this is another mana ramp, and you can sacrifice it later to draw a card. Only adding a colorless mana though here. Knell of Eternity. Destroy up to 3 target creatures with toughness X or less. If X is 10 or more, return all creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield, which is really, really cool because we have got a lot of big creatures, you guys. Moving on to our 3-drops. Angel of Vitality. It's a 2/2 with flying. And if you would gain life, gain that much life +1. And then if you have 25 or more life, it's going to have +2/+2, which is really, really cool. Resplendent Angel, this is a 3/3 flying as well. So really good base stats there. At the beginning of each end step, if you gain 5 or more life this turn, create a 4/4 Angel with flying and vigilance, which is absolutely sick. And then of course, you can pay 6 to give it +2/+2 and lifelink, which is then going to trigger the 5 life gain for that Angel. Feathered to Redeem, flying 3/4 for 3. So really just great base stats on these 3/3 angels. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature you control, exile that card instead of putting it into your graveyard as it resolves. If you do, return it to your hand at the beginning of your next end step. We're not really utilizing that a ton, just him as a body, right? Prison Realm, this is an exile for 3, and we get to scry 1. Tail Shield Mage, giving us hexproof, and then we get 0/3 defenders. So just kind of keeping us in there, keeping us safe on the ground for a little bit while we mana ramp. We have Gideon the Backblade. As long as it's your turn, he's a 4/4 with Indestructible. And then +1, you get to choose Vigilance, Lifelink, or Indestructible to put on another creature. -6, exile target non-land permanent. Sarkhan Fireblood, +1 is draw a card if you do discard a card. Or sorry, discard a card if you do draw a card. +1 again is add 2 mana in any combination of colors, spend it to only cast dragon spells, and -7 create 4 5/5 red dragon creature tokens with flying. Mortify, destroy target enchantment or creature. Oath of Kaya is going to deal 3 damage to any target, and we're going to gain 3 life. And then when anyone attacks a planeswalker we control, we're going to gain 2 life, and they're going to take 2 damage. Deafening Clarion, choose one or both, deal 3 damage to each creature, and creatures that you control gain lifelink until end of turn. Chromatic Lantern, another ramp. Dragon's Horde, when it enters the battlefield under your control, put a gold counter on it, remove a gold counter from it, draw a card, and then we can also use this as a mana ramp to tap for any color. Moving on to our 4-drops. Demon of Catastrophes. As an additional cost to cast the spell, sacrifice a creature. Flying Trample 6/6. Spawn of Mayhem 4/4. It's got Spectacle for 3, so if you've done damage this turn, you can cast him for that. Flying Trample as well. And then at the beginning of your upkeep, he's going to deal 1 damage to each player. And if you have 10 or less life, you're going to put a counter on him. So he's going to get stronger each turn the weaker you get. Varric's Bladewing. This can be kicked for 7. Normally just that 4-drop for 4/4. If you do kick it for 7, you're going to create an additional 4/4 flying. And when it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, create that 4/4. Like we talked about there. Sephiroth of the Scales. Flying for 3. It has Afterlife 2, so when it dies, it's going to create 2 1/1s. And then we can pay 1 planes. It's going to gain Vigilance until end of turn. We can also pay 1 Swamp to give it Death Touch. Aurelia, Exemplar of Justice, Flying Mentor 2/5. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose up to 1 target creature you control until end of turn. That creature gets +2/+0 and gains Trample if it's red, and gains Vigilance if it's white. The Wanderer, prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to you and other permanents you control. -2, exile target creature with power 4 or greater, so just a little bit more removal there. Ajani, Strength of the Pride, you gain life equal to the number of creatures you control plus the number of planeswalkers you control. -2 is create an Ajani's Pridemate token, which has whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on it. And then his 0 ability, if you have 15 or more life than you started with, exile Ajani and all your opponent's creatures, which is absolutely amazing. Settle the Wreckage, exile all attacking creatures target player controls. That player may search their library for that many basic land cards, put them into the battlefield, tap, and shuffle your library. Doom Foretold, at the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices a non-land, non-token permanent. If that player can't, they discard a card, they lose 2 life, they draw a card, you draw a card, and you gain 2 life. You create a 2/2 Knight token with Vigilance, and then you sacrifice Doom Foretold, so a lot of value in that bad boy. Lyra Dawnbringer, moving on to our 5-drops. Flying First Strike, Lifelink. It's a 5/5. Other angels you control get +1/+1 and also have lifelink, so that's really quite disgusting. Doom Whisper, Flying Trample. You can pay 2 life to surveil 2, and it's a 6/6. So in the air, just with huge damage. Demanding Dragon. Flying, when Demanding Dragon enters the battlefield, it deals 5 damage to target opponent unless that player sacrifices a creature. And then it gets even heavier yet with 6 drops. Angelic Guardian, Flying 5/5. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control attack, they gain Indestructible until end of turn. And Demon Lord, Benzalok, Flying Trample 6/6. When it enters the battlefield, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card. Put that card into your hand. If the card's converted mana cost is 4 or greater, repeat this process. It's going to deal 1 damage to you for each card put into your hand this way. So this is a pretty cool draw engine, considering most of our cards are 4 or greater. We just have a few 3-drops and even less 2-drops. So as far as our land goes, we've got 7 plains, 7 swamps, 2 mountains, a Godless Shrine, Temple of Silence, Blood Crypt, Dragon Skull Summit, Clifftop Retreat, Sacred Foundry, Temple of Triumph, and of course, our Command Tower, which is the most important land that you're going to use in a Brawl deck. So, I hope you didn't mind me butchering this deck tech too badly. As far as strategy goes, I think we basically covered it. Ramp, get those big flyers out, attack, just have more value than your opponent. Exile and destroy his key components that are stopping you, but regardless, you should just be able to kill him in the air. Everything basically has flying, right? So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Twitch. We're live every single morning, 6 a.m. PST. And yeah, like I always say, most importantly, make sure to have a great day, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Okay, so we're gonna toss in a free mulligan. Why not? It's free. How can you not? This isn't good, but it's also not bad. It's just a little slow. We could get lucky with the correct land drop as well. Okay, and we get some early aggro immediately. So that's going to be fun to scoop up. We do grab an alternative 3-drop as well. Ooh! Draw engine on the field. Let's toss a flyer slash blocker out. We do have to worry about a Johnny, but luckily he doesn't do too much damage. Ardenvale Paladin, if it enters the battlefield with 3 white to be paid for it, it'll come in with an additional counter, which it did not. Let's play our Arcane Signet. And I want to do it, but we're going to go ahead and grab Charmed Stray instead. Grab 4 life, and then we're going in the air for 4. You just gotta love that. And that will allow us to do our Deafening Clarion next turn. And Johnny hits the field. He's going to gain some life. He doesn't have enough mana to activate his draw, but he does get 3 in for free. That takes away our ability to sweep. When he enters the battlefield, exile top cards from your library until you exile a non-land card, then put that card into your hand. If its converted mana cost is 4 or greater, repeat this process. He deals 1 damage to you for each card put there this way. You know what? Let's just go for it. Let's get the big baddie out. We immediately pull a Resplendent Angel. That's going to be hot. It's a lot of power to contend with, I'll admit. 6/6 Flying Trample. Polzamir in the house. We're going to lose our Angel of Vitality. Cool play, cool play. We're going to smash the field. We gain lifelink here, which is really fun, because now we can play a Resplendent Angel. And let's get that that attack in. I think we can still do it to a Johnny. We'll gain life from that, right? Yes. That makes our Angel. And we're straight chilling now. It's quite the field to contend with. And sitting in a healthy 29 life as well. Aerial Assault as a main deck card. Very nice. Let's just keep ramping in. Let's draw some cards here. We get 1 at least. We do lose our Lantern, but it is what it is. We can put our Sephra Scales out. And then we're in for 7. Good game. Let's play it out, though. We'll play another. See if he can redeem himself. He does get that flyer in the air to block. I don't think it matters. Let's just body in. We've all got indestructible anyways. Woof. We have the Prison Realm. Really, if he drops anything, and then we have enough damage in the air to deal with anything else. Normally, Nissa is just a bang and drop, but unfortunately, it's not going to contend. If only they were all flyers, you know what I mean? Let's scoop those up. Oh my god. Make another angel for fun. Why not? Let's smash home. Good game. Let's try again. Alright, let's see how he's going to do in round 2. He switched his decks. We now have a Garrick the Cursed Huntsman to deal with. Ooh, it could be bad, it could be good, you guys. We do go first, so we have 2 draws to grab another land. And literally everything after that point is going to be okay for us if we do. Especially if we pick up a plains within the next turn or 2. We're chilling. We'll mix up our hand real quick so we can't tell what it is because our opponent is on stream with us. But like I said to him earlier, he's going to need all the help he can get. I like how that card drew into my hand. It just appeared. It didn't even come off the stack. He says he won't watch. Alright, so we got quite a bit of vampire action going on here. And that might be a good game for us. If we don't pick up a land here next turn, it's gonna be no buenos. Oh my god, what a world. Okay, so it could be worse. It could be worse. We have multiple ways to snag his Bloodthirsty Aerialist, so he's only going to get 1 more turn with it. That's okay, and then we can get our Lyra out and start snagging some life gain back, right? Midnight Reaper, okie dokie, this is not okay. Woof. More land, always more land. So we're going to play our Wanderer. So now if he wants to deal with it, he's going to have to attack it, and that's going to save our hit points here. Whereas if we just played our Prison Realm, he could still just barrel in on us, right? But this way, at least he's going to send 3 over to the side. It's an interesting card, right? We do have removal on his Garrick now, instant speed, so that's really, really cool. We've 1, 4, 5 land available. Let's just get out a big baddie. Right? Oh, actually, no, we can't do that. Interesting. Don't want to exile our own Doom Whisperer. That would be no buenos. Barkite Troll, sure. We're gonna get to draw some cards here, though. Ooh, interesting. We're preventing that combat damage. Or that non-combat damage, I should say, with our Wanderer. We're getting smacked down pretty hard. Really looking for a Deafening Clarion. She's not going to draw too much. We already have a full mitt of cards, but it's just good to get something out there. Let's go ahead and Prison Realm his Midnight Reaper, just taking his draw engine away from him. And then we're going to get to Scry as well, which is quite helpful. The land can go. We're looking for the sweeper. That's actually quite good, to be honest. So unless we pull a sweeper here, we're going to be in trouble here. We could get it. Could play its Garrick too, though, and that's not good. Oh no, he's one land back. But here he's going to find it. Gets it in the field. Gutterbones in play. We're going to kick it just so we have two bodies on the field. And that was a very good match by Sinister Blades, who's just been able to bully us out. We really underestimated Ob Nixilis here. Just doing so much damage to us. Crazy, 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 crazy. And sadly, let's drop our Swan of Mayhem. Keeping the land just in case we don't pull one next turn. But even if we do, we're going to be gonzo. So that's game. Let's try one more. Alright, let's see if we can try to redeem ourselves. We did kind of stumble on the land there. And we're going to toss this away as well. That's not happening, especially when we get a free mulligan, right, you guys? We're going to keep this. This is the best hand we've seen all day, to be honest. Well, I mean, maybe not. Let's go ahead and throw that away for him. Hey, he could take my Sarkon as well, right? That's not a bad snag. Or Glass Casket, potentially, if he's going on Faith. We did draw another land, just not the right one. Right? Let's get our Mind Stone in play. Sorin on the field, turn 3, you guys. We're playing Brawl, I want to remind you, and this dude's dropping standard style on us. I do not appreciate that. Woof. Alright. Our Exemplar of Justice is generally safe here. We do have to let the tack go through, which is a bummer. But we should be able to get around them now with our Firelord, or sorry, our Fireblood, our Zenith Seeker, even our Demanding Dragon. This is going to break his little itty bitty heart. We're going to snag his Sorin down to 2 here. And he's left with only 3 cards, plus his Garruk. He's 1 land away from that, and he's got the Sorin on the field, which we can deal with next turn. Oh, and of course he pulls Nissa out of the pocket. So Garruk's live next turn. Woof. It's a good thing we have flying. He's just plussing his Sorin. Acceptable. I'll allow it. We'll take our Angel. Absolutely. So we really have to hit Nissa and almost just leave Sorin there, sadly. She's our primary target. We got our 3 ladies out though. We've heard a lot of talk of Nissa being the leading lady, but really let's not forget. Takes the removal, draws his card, woof. We do have removal on his Garruk and Nissa, at least. All right, let's just dump in this way. Take them both out. We get the spare Angel to the side. And that's, I don't know, it's going to be close. We can draw that last mountain, we're laughing. Right? Mind Stone only activates a colorless. We lose our Resplendent Angel as well, so our opponent is not far behind us. Sorin's off the field. He can replay his Garruk soon here, which is frightening to us. Next turn, in fact, I believe. All we need is that mountain, you guys. Chromatic Lantern helps as well. I'll allow it. Let's just try to smack down as hard as we can, as quick as we can. We do have Vigilance as well, right? Which is really helpful when you have flyers. It's gonna slash our Demon Lord out of the air here though, and draw another card. Which is less than ideal. But it is what it is. Oh my god, he's trying to go wide on us, you guys. He's gonna try to power up his Garruk. Alright, we got Death Touch Lifelink to the side. We can block over here, I believe. Well, that makes quick work of that, actually. We'll just pop that off the field and cement our good game in place. He knows it. It's just too much power, especially when we have Vigilance down to 7. And yeah, I guess probably after this, I'd assume that Sinister Blades is going to make a historic friendly Brawl deck. Because when you play Brawl, with your friends, it's historic, which equals all cards. So unless you've agreed beforehand, which we actually agreed to play historic, but I guess he's not got any built, which is fine. I mean, it's still a fun experience, and he actually did beat us, which is incredible, considering all the power that we have hidden within this deck, right? Kind of being choked off by it a little bit, looking for that second red drop to cast literally every dragon spell we have. And yeah, his client maybe crashed, because that is unusual. We're just chilling. It is what it is. So let's go ahead and give him the win, even though I think we probably cemented the win ourselves. All right, you guys, so that's the deck. Those are our matches for the day. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, you can also follow us on Twitch. We're live every morning, 6 a.m. PST, doing literally everything you could possibly think of. Come join the community, come join the conversation. We'd love to have you. And yeah, most importantly, I hope you guys all have a really, really good day.